Hi all, it's Barb coming to you from my craft studio. I have a haul to share today. I'll be right back. Okay, I got some stuff from Amazon. I got my HSN order. They had craft hours, I should say, not craft days, craft hours on Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. So I ordered something from that. I went to Hobby Lobby. I went to the Ollie's. I think that did I get anything anywhere else? Oh, we went to Aldi, but I really didn't find much at Aldi. Oh, and Target. One thing I did at Target was I exchanged my Bride of Frankenstein, because mine, the little switch wouldn't go, so I decided to see if they had any left. Their switch looks like lit up, so I just exchanged her for. She couldn't get it to do an exchange. She goes, well, I can give you the credit and then I can check you out. I said, if you just want to give me the credit, I have more shopping to do. I'll just buy it when I buy the other. So she goes, oh, okay, that's fine if you want to do it that way. So that's what I did. Hubby picked out this marble notebook. He likes to just write things. Sometimes, I don't know. I think sometimes he finds something and he just copies it like over and over and over again. But it makes him happy, so I don't care. Oh, I was going to share. I bought this last week, the little book 2 thing. I was so excited. I got the book I wanted. I was wanting the Little Women book, and I got it. I got that one. I got Eloise. This is one of the more rare ones. And then I got the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and the Jane Eyre bookmark. I'd still love to find the, I looked for some today and I couldn't find any of them today at Target. They didn't have any of the books one. I'd like to find the one that has the Nancy Drew book in it. Nancy Drew's just something I remember reading all the time. I did buy these at Aldi, the maple cream Werthers. I like maple cream. Oh, maple Werther. My daughter shops there every other week, and this week they had the tiered tray stuff. They had the tiered trays, but they did not have the little kits that had all the fall decor in them, because I was wanting to pick at least some of them up, but they were totally out of those, so I was not able to get those. I was kind of bummed. Not that I need them, but you know, I just wanted them. I do like to, my trays don't look the same every year because I don't use all of my stuff. I use a different mixture of it every year. Sometimes I sit some of the other elements around in different places of the house, just in a tray. I bought these storage bags. There was 15 in there. These were from Amazon. They're 16 by 18. Because most of my trays, I've discovered, will come apart. And since I have more than I display, I wanted to get some bags to keep all the pieces in one place to any given tray. So I picked those up. This is just something that my daughter gave me. I picked up a Thanksgiving flag because I knew I needed at least one more. I did pick up 2 fall ones because I needed 2 fall ones, but they're already up. I bought some more of the wreath storage bags because I have that old Hope chest that I have sitting over in the TV room that we use like as a bench for like extra seating if we need it. Inside that, I want to put like my polyfill and my quilt batting, and right now it's holding all my wreaths, so I want to get my wreaths out of it so that I can use it for that stuff. I don't use that stuff often, but I thought it'd be a good place to have it in here. I also went to Dollar General. I forgot I found a few things there. I found this one here. It says hot cocoa warm up here. This little give thanks one. And this little s'more please. I got to put this one by my s'more tiered tray. I think I still need to put my summer tiered tray thing together. I've already switched to fall, but I haven't put the little slideshow together for summer. I'm going to toss these into that box. I don't know if things sitting here. Okay, we went to Home Goods. I forgot about Home Goods. I decided to buy these ones. First I'm like, why are these ones more expensive than they usually are? But they're bigger. They're 18 by 24 inches, so you got 2 of them for $12.99. I like these ones because they're very absorbent. I don't mind buying the cheaper ones because I keep one of those under the cat's water. That way, if she's got a fountain. If a little bit gets splashed, it absorbs it. But I don't need a super absorbent one under there because it doesn't. Especially now that she's got the fountain, she does not really splash as much because the water moves, so she doesn't try to move it herself. This is a Peanuts one. I actually think I might save this one for Thanksgiving. I just wanted to move the fall one over here so I can bring it to the house with me. Oops, there's some more receipts. I knew I had some more receipts. Hobby Lobby. I bought these. I like to put these under the cat's actual food. This one says thankful, so Thanksgiving. The other side says it's fall, y'all. So fall. This one's also double-sided. I really like this side with the pumpkins. And then this side has like a harvest, forest seam. I guess it's very fall-like because of the colors of the trees and the leaves. But those I use under the cat's dish. Also at Hobby Lobby, I found this Christmas paper. I said, why is it when they do, I think Christmas was 40% off for like 1 week, and then it moved to 50. I said, why didn't they put fall to 50 when they did that? I'm hoping they still have the one doormat that I like when they go clearance on the fall, because I'll pick it up then. What I'm going to try to start doing with our fall things, I think now I have enough. Well, not for every season because I added a space because I put one outside the craft room too. But we use 4, so I'm thinking like every year at the end of the year I'm going to try to buy a new one and replace one. So then they're getting replaced like every 4 years. A few might be a little more than that because of creating the cycle. But I like this one. There was some in there that I wanted to do like a little, Kimball's Creation was doing this index card, like junk journal. So I thought I'd like to do that for different seasons because that'd be stuff that's easy to store rather than my 3D stuff. I'm still going to do the 3D stuff. It's just, I'm not sure about storing that stuff anymore. I thought about when I make it, there is a, I don't know if it's a nursing home, it might be more of an assisted living type place here in town. I thought about going there and seeing if they would like accept donations of things that I make, you know, to decorate the common area, or maybe like some of the smaller things maybe I could try to do more of, and the residents could have some little bit of decorations in their room, or make some cards and they can keep them on hand to make sure all the residents get like a birthday card or whatever, or Christmas cards, whatever, you know, just something for me to do with my crafts that I make and also help somebody else out, you know. So that's kind of my goal. I've seen other people who have done like Christmas card drives. I gotta figure out exactly where that home is, but maybe I could try to stop up there sometime and ask them, and maybe try to do my own little card drive. Now I bought this one. I may have this. I am not sure, but I wanted it because my mom was like really excellent at making pies, so whenever I see pies it makes me think of her, and I do a tray at Thanksgiving that's pie themed, so I wanted this one and I couldn't remember whether I'd found it in the past. I know it's been out in, it may have changed a little over the last few years, but it's been out for at least 2 years before this, and I know I didn't get it the first year, and I'm thinking I didn't get it the second year either, that they just disappeared too fast. So I decided to go ahead and pick that up. Then me and hubby have popcorn every Sunday night. I decided to go ahead and pick up 2 of them. My daughter said, you want 2 or you just want 1? I said, well, I'll do 2. And I do the Sometimes I do the microwave one that's the pour over butter, which I know that's not the best for you, but sometimes we do that one, and I figured this would be perfect because I could put half the bag in one, half in the other, and we could each have our own popcorn. And the other, if I do the hot air popper, I can just fill his bowl and he can eat it, and I can fill him, and I can use the other bowl. So that needs to go in the house. And hubby bought one of the 4-hound case. I don't know what that tastes like. I have never tried it. I should try it sometime and see whether it's something I would like. I'm gonna put the stuff that needs to go to the house in this bag. Ollie's. They had a few new things at Ollie's. First thing's not crafting. I bought an automatic timer pet feeder. Before bed she gets a little bit, and then at nighttime she gets a little bit, or in the morning she gets a little bit. So I thought maybe I would try to get this set up for her so that it just automatically gives her food at those times. I don't think this is as nice as some of the other ones I've seen. Between the 2 times she gets a 1/4 cup of food. That's it. I give her the majority of it at nighttime so that she sleeps longer till the morning, and then she gets the other part in the morning. But I'm thinking this way maybe she won't bug me in the morning if she gets used to this getting up. So usually I have to get up to go to the bathroom anyways, I'll be honest. But you know, I thought I'd try it. They did have some paper pads this time, which usually I don't think I think I had seen one paper pad there, and it was one that I really didn't like. I haven't seen some of the really pretty ones I've seen people sharing. Most of the ones they had today were the color box, and I'll be honest, their pattern paper is just paper. I don't use much of the really thin paper when I make my items. I don't like how it cuts on the Cricut. It kind of shreds, especially if it's intricate. So I like it to be more cardstocky, like the Recollection stuff is. This one was neutral textiles, so I thought there was enough in this one that I would use these. You can always use neutral colors. So I picked this one up. I wish they'd had more of the Recollections or the... I know American Craft makes color box, but that's kind of their more inexpensive line, I guess. I don't know how to phrase that. So I don't like the quality of it that well. It would be fine if you were just cutting by hand layers, but I cut a lot of my card stuff on my Cricut, and I do a lot of Dreaming Tree projects, so they can be kind of intricate, and I find that type of paper just shreds on my Cricut. I may have bought one of these the first time I was there, but it was $1. I only seen the one, or honestly I would have bought a couple of them, but I just decided to pick it up because I thought this, I mean, it's meant to store, I think, 4x4 photos. Yeah, it even gives you 5 4x4 pages, but I thought you can make a cute little junk journal in that. You know, I think I'd want more than 5 pages in it, but I don't know if maybe you could find more of those little 5x5 sheet protectors in, like, on Amazon or something. Hubby bought the cinnamon candy. He had already bought that, and then we went to Hobby Lobby and he asked for the other one. I'm like, yeah, that's fine, just do another one. I may have bought the sunflowers, but I couldn't remember, and honestly, I'll always use sunflowers, so I bought 2 packs of those because I thought I would put some back for a giveaway because I'm hoping to do a giveaway at some point. Now these I actually seen the first time I went to Ollie's, and I thought, oh, if I had that trimmer, I would buy those blades. I'd buy some of them because, you know, $1 a pack for replacement blades. There's 3 in there. When I was unpacking one of my boxes, I had an American Crafts trimmer, brand new in the packaging. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I bought 3 replacement blades. 3 packages of replacement blades, and you get 3 blades in each one. So I should be set on replacement blades for my trimmer for a while. And then my HSN order, I wasn't going to order. I looked at the secret sale stuff. A lot of times I find something on the secret sale I like. I really didn't see anything on that I like this time. But I've had my eye on this item, and it went clearance, and it was down to, I think with shipping and tax, I paid just over $30. And I think originally it was like $60. It's the Diamond Press watercolor set. So I decided, you know what, I've always wanted to kind of play with watercoloring. So a nice set would get me started would be good. So let me get this open. The sticky on the plastic bag is sticking to the bag. It's the plastic on the items inside. This is the matte. I'm going to try to get this open. Sorry, I know that crinkling drives some people nuts. What are you going to do? I would have had to open it up all ahead of time, and I did not do that. Usually they want to rip really easy for me this time. Nope. There's this, which you can put your paints in some water and your brushes, and you work on the silicone matte surface. This is a little carrying case for it. So when you're not painting, you can put all of your stuff in the little bag. And I gotta say, I love the color. That's kind of Diamond Press's theme color. I think this is watercolor paper. I think there's black and white in there. There's some stamps in here. Let's see if I can get these open. More stamps than I thought there were. I didn't even realize there were that. I knew there were stamps, I just didn't realize there was quite as many as there are. There's this one. But pretty. I've never been very good at like painting or drawing, but I'm going to give it a go. I've heard watercoloring is more forgiving than like regular painting, so we'll see. This one with the wreath, and it says, wishing you a happy day. And then this one has more flowers and birds. And it says, thankful for you. There's a pumpkin there, so it's very fall. It came with a little ink pad, some paint brushes, and like a water brush. Glitter brush marker, it says. And then, of course, the paints. I'll have to save the little bubble wrap bag. I like those for some of my decor. Comes in a nice little case. Yeah. And then it gives you a couple little things that you can make. Green, there you go. You can show what your different colors look like on black and then on white. And this one's got the regular water brush, and the other one I guess was a glitter brush. And that comes off, and there's all of these paints. So the one on white was, you know, I think to kind of show what those ones look like. And the one in black was to show what these glitter ones look like, I believe. I think that's how it works. But anyways, I'm hoping that I can have some fun with that. Oops. But anyways, that's all I got today. I haven't been out here a whole lot this week. I did come out here one night after my daughter got home, and I brought some of my Tiffany organization and put it in the basement. I had a shelf put together that I knew I wanted that for, so I'm like, I'm gonna bring some of that there. I left my fab files and my pockets out here because I'll use those for putting away the stamp sets. If I need anything else, I know where it's at. So that's kind of what I did. I was looking at a printer. I just haven't made up my mind. The laser color printers are really expensive. And the one, I know I had said I could get it really reasonable, but I looked, you can't copy on it. And I'm like, well, I definitely want it to be able to copy on, because I want to be able to, if I find an image that I like for like cards, I could even like stamp, then I could even stamp some of my sentiments and then print them, then copy them on the laser printer, and then I could foil them. So I wanted the copy feature for that. And I also thought that would be great for my planner, because I've been trying to print some of my own pages, and that way if I want to do something where I like color or something, I don't have to worry about the ink bleeding. Just like coloring, sometimes for hubby I run them off on the cheaper color books that I found at Dollar Tree. I love some of the pictures, but the paper's so thin that it's hard to use that with markers. So I've been like copying that onto cardstock, and then he colors the copy. So I thought that would be nice to be able to do if I ever wanted to color some of those pages as well. So that's kind of why I'm looking at one that has a copy feature. And most of the ones I found that have a copy feature are color. So I'm like, okay, what I'm leaning toward is the laser printer that has the color feature, and it does the duplex printing, so that's good for my and just use that as my everyday printer. Before I was thinking an everyday printer and a laser printer, so honestly I'm probably going to spend about the same on one as I would have the two of them combined. It's just, it'll be one printer, which is probably better for the space anyways, that I only get one for over there. Someday down the road, I'm thinking maybe I'd like to have a sublimation printer. I don't know where I'd put it, but that's down the road, so I have time to figure out. Maybe once I get everything done in here, there'd be a more obvious solution for it than what I can think of right now. But right now I've still got a lot of work to do. I want to try to get more of the stuff that's in here put away, the craft stuff put away, the stuff that's not crafty out of here, so that, and then start bringing more boxes up and try to start cataloging the stuff that I have over there that needs to be put away. I'd love to be able to get at least one table cleared off, potentially two. That way I could maybe start doing some overhead videos. Like I've thought about, I'm no planner expert. I do it for fun. My spreads aren't anything like these ones that you see people sharing on YouTube. I just have fun with it. I need it to be functional as well, so I need to be able to have room to write down appointments and all that stuff. So I would like to kind of maybe do some more like either plan with me type videos or even crafting videos. I've done some diamond painting ones in the past. I'd like to do more of those, just so everything's not hauls, because I would kind of like to. I haven't actually spent as much the last few weeks, even with as much as I bought. I usually always try to get on sale, and then the Ollie stuff, of course, is most of it was $1. I think the paper pad was $1.99. I think all the other craft stuff I bought at Ollie's was $1. I wish my store had gotten some of these other things. I was really wanting to get the shot drop and or the shot box backdrops. I haven't anybody share the actual shot box, but if I could find that, I would love it. But I would settle for the shot drop. Honestly, I could see having both might be nice, because the shot drop would be better for larger items than the shot box does. But I haven't found those. I was hoping to find the word punch board with the lowercase letters, just because I wanted the lowercase alphabet. I've seen people sharing some cool lockdown punches. I haven't seen any of those at my store. My store mainly has stickers, single sheets of paper, and they had a lot of the, what is it, Sugar Bell? It's baking, like baking stuff, which they are part of We Are Memory Keepers. They are part of American Crafts. I mean, I was going to say We Are Memory Keepers, but We Are Memory Keepers is part of American Crafts. So, but I don't really do that type of crafting. I mean, I like to bake, but I don't get into the decorating, all that stuff. So I didn't really even seriously look at that stuff. I just moved on. They had some of the Heidi Swap marquee letters, the small ones. They had tons of the letter C. That was the only letter they had. I guess I could have got that from my last name, but yeah, but that was all they had. I do have a B. I guess I could have got a C and worked for an S for Barb's Craft Studio, but I wouldn't have minded a new B if they'd had one, but they did not have one of them. I've seen people share more letterboard stuff. I did find one set of letters. Mine, they had a ton that first time I went of those. They were all the same color. If they'd had more colors, I would have bought a few more boxes, but they were all the same color. But I've seen people share little letter boards, like a little stand-up one and a couple other ones. My store hasn't gotten any of those. I don't know whether to try again in a few weeks, if they're still going to be getting more. I guess I'll just keep an eye on YouTube and see if I see people still sharing stuff. My Hobby Lobby, I went there today because I've seen people sharing clearance. They had a few things in the sublimation blank area marked down, but they didn't have any stickers marked down. That's one thing I'd seen people share, like planner stickers. They didn't have any of that stuff marked down. The planner stickers is probably what I've been most interested in. The one person who shared stickers, they were all alphabet stickers, I think, that were marked down. I don't usually buy those, so, because I usually just cut out what I want on my Cricut. But I'm hoping to get more done so that I can actually break out that Cricut and use it. But anyways, that's all I've got to share today. I want to thank you for joining me. I'll catch you next time.